I still remember the sound of her voice that night. Cold, final. Find somewhere else to live. Or die, I don't care. You're useless now. She said it standing in the doorway of her father's study, wearing the silk robe I'd bought her for our anniversary. My bags were already on the porch. She didn't even bother looking at me as she pushed the door shut. That's how my marriage ended. Not with tears, not with an argument, but with dismissal. And yet, I didn't argue. I didn't plead. I carried my suitcase down those marble steps, out of the mansion I had maintained, the accounts I had balanced, the life I had quietly built around her. On the drive away, I didn't cry. I smiled. Because I knew something she didn't. When we met, she was the wild, spoiled daughter of a real estate tycoon. Money was oxygen to her. Consequence was foreign. I was the man her father liked, the one with discipline, with vision. He said I grounded her. He was right. At first, I believed I could save her from herself. She believed I was a ladder, a convenient foundation for her chaos. Somewhere between our promises and her tantrums, love turned into a transaction. And I was fine being the quiet partner, fine letting her wear the crown while I handled the books, the assets, the trusts. Her father saw it too. He trusted me more than he ever trusted his own blood. That's why his death didn't just change her life, it changed mine. The night she kicked me out, I didn't fight because I already knew the terms of the will. I had helped draft it. Her father left her the house, yes. Left her the $33 million in cash, yes. But he wasn't a fool. He tied it all with conditions. And he left the execution of those conditions to me, his son-in-law, the man he trusted, the executor of his estate. Which meant nothing she inherited was truly hers without my signature. The next morning, while she drank champagne with her friends and toasted her freedom, I was in the lawyer's office. The old man chuckled when I slid the documents across the desk. "She hasn't read a word of this, has she?" "No," I said. "She never reads anything unless it comes with compliments." The lawyer smirked. "Then this is gonna be fun." Days later, she called me. Her voice was less sharp this time. "Have you reflected?" she asked, as if my exile was some punishment, a test. I told her I'd meet her at the lawyer's office. I wanted her to hear it in the right setting with the right witnesses. When she arrived, she was dressed in designer black, feigning grief she didn't feel. Her sister clung to her side, eyes glittering with triumph. They thought I was coming to beg. Instead, I placed the will on the table. "Did you even read it?" I asked. She rolled her eyes. "I don't need to read it. It's mine." The lawyer cleared his throat, almost theatrically. "Actually, not quite," he read aloud. Her father's voice echoed in every clause. "The inheritance is contingent upon the continuation of the marriage between my daughter and her husband. Should she end that marriage, or should she drive him away, the estate in its entirety transfers to him." Her face drained of color. Her sister's jaw fell open. I didn't gloat. I just watched. For years, she had dismissed me as background noise, a placeholder in her empire. But in that moment, she finally saw me for what I was, the architect of her downfall. She lunged for the papers, shaking, accusing me of forging them. The lawyer calmly showed her the seals, her father's signatures, the notarized witnesses, all ironclad. I leaned back in my chair, letting the silence crush her. "I didn't leave you," I said quietly. "You threw me out." Her sister cursed, pacing like a trapped animal. "This can't be legal." "Oh, it's very legal," the lawyer said, smiling. I picked up the pen, signed where I needed to sign, and just like that, the $33 million, the house, the cars, the empire shifted into my control. She stared at me like I was a stranger. "You can't do this," her voice cracked. "I didn't do this," I said. "You did." When I walked out of that office, the roles had reversed. I wasn't the man being thrown out anymore. She was the one left behind, clinging to air, realizing her fortune was gone before she even touched it. Her sister screamed in the lobby, accusing her of ruining everything. I didn't turn back. I didn't need to. That night, I returned to the mansion. My mansion now. The staff greeted me with quiet nods. They'd been waiting. I poured myself a drink in the study, the same room where she'd dismissed me. Same robe still draped on the chair. Same air of arrogance lingering in the walls. Only this time, I was alone, at peace. Betrayal has a way of burning everything down. But sometimes, if you're patient, you don't need to light the match. You just step back and let them burn themselves.